Hey, what's going on? John Sonmez here, and I have a question, sort of, or maybe it's a statement. You look so guilty, and there's like a open face, like the eyes with the open mouth, like the shock face. This is from Julius, and he says, "Hey, John, I find myself blushing, and my face goes red in most relaxed situations that can ever be. For example, if I'm in a meeting with 10 other colleagues and someone is addressing a question to me or even mentions me in the context of something that happened, which might not be even a bad thing, I feel that I am starting to go red and my face is heating up. Uh, would you have any advice how to battle this, as I feel that I look very guilty and totally lose the confidence to say something after? Thanks." Okay, so Julius, here's the thing. We can't control this. This is an automatic reaction of the body. I've had this happen to me before, right? I've done some things. I'm a pretty outgoing guy. I'll go and talk to people and whatnot. But I remember just recently, maybe a couple weeks ago, I went up and I talked to someone, and for whatever reason, maybe just the context that was going on at the time or just my thought process, I turned red as a beet, and I felt like there was maybe some sweat coming from my forehead, which is pretty rare for me, but I absolutely couldn't control it, okay? But what I could do is I could own it, okay? So when that happened to me, I accepted. I didn't try to fight it. I was like, I even said, "Wow, I think I'm blushing. This is crazy. This has happened to me a long time. I feel like a kid with a schoolgirl crush or something like that. That's pretty funny, right?" And I owned it. Okay, and then it disappeared. But even though it disappeared, it didn't matter, right? Because I owned it. Okay, a lot of times, I don't know if you've heard the phrase, "What you resist persists," right? So if you're fighting something, especially an emotion, especially something, reality, you can cause it to persist, to stay longer. You want to get rid of something, you want something to disappear, you got to accept it, own it, and move on, right? And so probably what's happening is you're habituating yourself to, because you're afraid, right? You're afraid that this is going to happen, right? I mean, this is like the whole ED, erectile dysfunction, that guys are like, have this performance anxiety. And so, they're like, "Oh shit, I hope when I get intimate with this girl that I don't have a problem." And then they're causing the problem to occur because they're so damn stressed about it. Whereas if they're just relaxed and like, "Oh, all right, well, whatever, who cares? I'm just having fun anyway. What the fuck? It doesn't matter." All right, then they probably wouldn't cause that problem. But so, it's like I said, it's easier said than done. But in this situation, right, it is pretty easy, right? All you have to do is just completely own it. And there's a few different ways you can own something like this, okay? So first of all, just from a mindset perspective, right, you need to come into situations without giving a fuck, right? Just like, you got to just be the chill guy. Just think about chill mode. It doesn't fucking matter what happens, right? It doesn't matter if, sometimes when I'm recording videos on the street, I'm like, I'm just chill mode. It's like, whatever. I saw one of my friends, he was in Austin, Texas, like Dirty Six, right? And it was like there's just chaos and all these people like coming up to him on the camera, and he's just standing there talking into his mic, and he's incorporating them in, and he's just like going with the flow, right? He's just fucking chill. He's just chill guy, right? And so like he's not stressed out about like people are seeing him and it's embarrassing. He's not stressed out about people interrupting his video. He's just chill, right? And so because of that, none of the bad shit happens, right? So think of that just to get into that chill mode, right? That indestructible chill mode, especially when you're encountering one of these situations, right? When I'm going out, I'm coaching guys and I'm showing them, I'm just chill mode. I'm just like, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Nothing really fucking matters, right? There's very few things that really, really matter, right? Especially when it comes to embarrassment or social situations. If you play it cool, that's usually the best possible outcome that you can get, right? Don't get your panties in a bunch. Don't get worked up about shit, okay? So first of all, you're going to have that mindset. Now, second of all, when stuff happens, you're going to acknowledge and then let them go, right? So when emotions happen, when feelings happen, when things are happening, you need to acknowledge the reality, not try to fight the reality, right? So, for example, I used to have a fear of roller coasters. I did this video on overcoming your fears. Okay, for a long time it persisted because I would fight it. I would say I'm not afraid, right? Now, if I typically don't even really have much of a fear when I get on even a crazy roller coaster. But if I'm sitting there, I'm standing in line, and I feel the fear, I'm like, oh, damn, this is cool. I'm excited. Like I'm feeling fear right now. That's cool. Like, man, this is gonna be fucking adrenaline because I'm feeling the fear. So I'm actually rewarding myself for. I'm not trying to fight the emotion, right? I'm not like, oh, you're not, you fucking pussy, you're chicken shit. No, I know that I've got courage, right? I know that I'm going to overcome the fear. I'm going to do it anyway. But I'm acknowledging the fear. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is interesting, right? This is maybe something that you should repeat in your head. This is interesting. So maybe when you're blushing, you're like, this is interesting. I'm having this blush reaction. Okay, right? So you got to accept it. And then let it go, right? You accept a thing, and then you let it go. You don't dwell on it. You don't say, oh shit, I'm so scared right now. Damn, I shouldn't be scared right now. You accept it, right? You become the observer, right? You're observing yourself having this experience or having this emotion, and then that will allow you to let it go, right? But you can't deny it, right? You have to accept it, okay? Then the final thing that you want to do is like I said in my example, is sometimes just acknowledge it, right? So if you're talking to someone and you are shy or embarrassed or whatever it is, whatever is happening to you, or you're afraid, right? It just say it. Just other people are detecting your nervousness, right? Just say it. And again, but you're gonna say it in a cool way. You're gonna say it in a chill way. You're not gonna be all uptight about it or worrying what other people think. Instead, you're just gonna be like, that's so weird. Like I feel, is my face totally red right now? I feel like it is. Like, and then it's acknowledged, and it's it's out there. Okay, it's like, I don't know. I guess it's like farting and then being like, I just totally farted. Oh man, whew, right? As opposed to like trying to fart in an elevator and you're like, right? Everyone knows it happened. Everyone knows you did it, right? But you're not acknowledging it, so it's really embarrassing and it's awkward for everyone. Whereas, it's not necessarily the most pleasant thing to fart in an elevator and say that you farted. But hey, it's a lot better than not acknowledging it at all, right? You see, then you can have a laugh, then it can be funny, right? And whatnot. And so, the whole idea behind this is that what you're going to be doing is you're going to be setting yourself up to let go of things. And what's probably happening right now in your body is that because you've been primed for this, because so many times in the past you've gotten a red face and you've gotten embarrassed when someone says your name or they call you out in a meeting, even if it's not a bad thing, it's caused you to cause this automatic reaction. So you got to break that chain, you got to break that pattern. And the best way to do that is just to acknowledge, accept, right? And then just go with the flow, right? Just let it be what it is. Like, you can't control these things directly, but indirectly, when you accept them, right? That's when they disappear. Again, remember, what you resist persists. So if you want something to stop persisting, stop resisting it. And here's the beauty of it. Once you stop resisting it, you don't fucking care, right? This is a big deal to you because you've chosen to care about it. But once you don't care about it, probably it will go away. Even if it doesn't, if you choose not to care about it, then it won't be a fucking problem. So it's like a win-win situation. You can't possibly lose because you are in control of your own interpretation of situations. So you got to take control and just let things be. All right. If you found this useful, share it with a friend, okay? And call them out so they blush. And make sure to click that subscribe button below. Click the bell so you don't miss any videos. Talk to you next time. Take care.